It's been another quarter of strength for several of the listed real estate companies, with both sales and pricing looking firm. While the companies with legacy debt still seem to be a distance away from turning around, is the new lot which is grabbing investor attention. Manasvi Gilani draws out the details of the hits and the misses from the Realty Pack.
A power-packed quarter for the otherwise slack property market. The third quarter has ended with good numbers for listed real estate players, despite the chaos in the sector in the form of debt burden, sluggish economic environment and rising input costs. Big guns that announced their results were Godrej Properties, Oberoi Realty, Purankara Projects, Indiabulls Real Estate Limited and Kolte Patil. Aided by strong sales due to festive season, the cut in the real estate prices in select projects, realty companies have seen strong sales in the third quarter.
We've had a very good quarter from a bookings point of view. We grew in value terms by about 85%, which takes the 9-month year-to-date growth on bookings perspective to 160%. This has been driven largely by the continuing success of our new launches. So in quarter 3 we had 4 new launches across the 3 very important markets for us of Mumbai, NCR and Bangalore.
And topping the charts is Purankara Projects, up by 101%, followed by Indiabulls Real Estate Limited at 49%, Oberoi Realty at 32%, Godrej Properties at 24%.
Given our cash flows, we have got about 800 crores that will come from ready-to-move inventory. Another 2,500 odd crores that will come in from inventory that is currently being sold for projects. With launches and with constructions for these specific projects, we'll be left with a net surplus of almost 2,000 crores.
The recent cuts by RBI has also spread cheer among real estate developers. Realtors are expecting banks to cut rates, thus attracting those investors who are sitting on the fence to finally buy property and boost their sales. Also, with most bankers expecting rates to come down by 100 basis points in the next 1 year, there is more reason to cheer.
Most developers have some debt. So on that debt, you are of course paying less money the lower the interest rate. So I think there's a direct benefit to developers' cash flow, to developers' profitability from their debt and the lower interest rate on that. The second and more important benefit to my mind is that from a consumer's perspective, lower interest rates equal greater affordability. And the reason for that is most consumers purchase homes through mortgages. The mortgage rate they pay is of course totally linked to interest rates. As interest rates start coming down, mortgage rates start coming down.
With recent government measures, pro-developer community being financially prudent, exploring the right opportunities and more importantly, timely delivery of homes is promised. But 2013 will be a win-win only when sales constraints are completely dealt with and homes become more affordable to all. Manasvi Gilani for NDTV.
9%. Alright, so we'll keep capturing all the companies and how they're performing, especially the listed ones, because remember, the healthier the balance sheets, the more chances that your projects will be completed in time. So do keep tracking or keep an eye on those as well.